Subscribe. It's Storytime Productions. Twist Towers, Twisted Tales.
Hello, my friends. So this another randonauting one coming from the muddy Amazon forest. And maybe bring an extra pair of shorts, cause Amazon might not be the only thing muddy after watching this. Enjoy. Two brave individuals set out into the heart of the Amazon jungle, where the thick undergrowth swallows sound and shadows dance with the whispers of ancient spirits. Childhood friends Ron and Pat ended up traveling for work-related purposes to examine the area's biodiversity. But their desire for adventure took them down a dangerous route they never would have imagined. Ron first learned about Randonautica, an app that promises random adventures based on quantum randomness, on a steamy afternoon. Their curiosity overrode caution as they downloaded the program, eager for adventure. They had no idea that their naive choice would plunge them into extreme horror. They opened the app in the thick foliage, waiting with shaky anticipation to see the digital compass spin erratically before settling on a location. As they followed the GPS coordinates farther into the bush, a flare of exhilaration mixed with fear ignited inside of them. The sounds of nature vanished into an unsettling calm as they picked their way through the underbrush. The air grew heavier with foreboding stillness. Their GPS guided them to a clearing surrounded by the decaying vines that covered the ruins of an abandoned hamlet. At least that's what they believed. The community seemed abandoned, its huts collapsing from the wear and tear of time. Ron and Pat looked at each other nervously, wanting to run away from curiosity but finding it too strong. They proceeded farther into the village despite the warning signs, not realizing the horrors that awaited them. The stillness broke like glass and a percussion symphony sprang from the darkness. When Ron and Pat realized they weren't alone, their blood began to freeze. A group of cannibals rose up out of the underbrush, their eyes glaring with rage and hunger. Ron and Pat ran screaming through the bush, their panic driven by adrenaline as they avoided falling rocks and arrows. The cannibals' unrelenting pursuit of them drew in around them, drawing them closer and closer to the brink of death with each step. In a moment of despair, they discovered a canoe concealed by the undergrowth, their only chance of survival perilously close to the brink. The sound of the cascade drew them closer to their impending demise as they pushed the canoe into the turbulent waters with shaky hands. Their shouts muted by the thunderous boom of the falls as they hurtled towards the edge, the roaring water threatening to swallow them. Ron and Pat grasped each other tightly during a brief moment of realization, their life flashing before their eyes as they fell into the chasm. Amazingly, they surfaced from the frothing depths, smashed and damaged but still breathing. Breathless, they stumbled onto the riverside, their thoughts spinning from what they had seen. The knowledge of their narrow escape descended upon them like a shroud as they crashed onto the muddy shore. The shadows that lurked in the depths of the jungle had tried their bravery and resiliency, leaving them permanently scarred. Thus molded in the furnace of horror and permanently plagued by the memory of their terrifying experience in the Amazon jungle, Ron and Pat emerged from the depths of darkness. Well, that would definitely be a crazy experience, kind of a bad place to play Randonautica, but to each their own. I got another Randonautica story coming, watch for that one. And don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, Twist Ellie's Twisted Clips. There is actual real footage of randonauting on there. And as always, my friends, I will see you on the dark side. Sweet nightmares.
Subscribe.